What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope everybody's off to like a great new year here. It's been a little while since I've done a video, and yeah, it's been just super busy. Just had, it's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. We ended up down in Orlando for a little bit. Took the kids to Disney, which was fun. It's exciting. It's almost, they're young enough that it's kind of equal parts magic and wonder and fun, and tears and anyway, we had a good time. It was fun. And anyway, kind of getting back into it, back in the groove of things, back at work. And Folio Society had their kind of New Year's, I guess they do it maybe every year around New Year's, the half off sale. And so kind of held out throughout that sale. And then at the end of it, a bunch of limited editions, LEs, became available 50% off. And that is it's just a little too good to pass up. So I actually got some stuff, the boxes here a couple days ago, and then I had to do a trip for work, and so I didn't open them up. Got back, I was just too eager. I've already popped one open. I popped open the Peloponnesian War, and this thing, look how massive it is. It's absolutely enormous. And I've got, you know what, let me grab it. I have the histories, I have Herodotus, but as you can see, what I have is like the standard edition. And I was thinking to myself, they'd look so great next to each other, and having standard is probably fine. And it probably is, and I'll stick with it, I'm sure, but Peloponnesian War LE is huge, and it looks so good. So anyway, just so you can compare the two, here they are sort of side by side. And I'll just give you a quick look at this one. Obviously, I've already unboxed it, already opened it. It's so nice. I mean, I just opened it a few minutes ago, though, and then I was like, you know what? I should just pop it on a video. People want to see this stuff. The leather is super nice. I love how huge it is. I like the front cover, looks so good. This is some of the nicest gilding I've seen in a while on any folios. It's very nice. And at 50% off, this thing was just too good to pass up. And yeah, got kind of a little tipped in signature page. Not a ton of like artwork in here. All of it's kind of like this style, which is fine. It looks okay. It looks good, but it's nothing like crazy. I think it's fitting to the material here, though. Kind of military history, but it's not something I'm familiar with, have read, but I know it's written. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name. What is it? Is it Thucydides? Thucydides? I don't know. It's some, I think he was Athenian, Greece in like the maybe 400 BC or something like that. It's got the details in here. I could look it up. I could look it up and then tell you guys the right thing, but I think I'm close enough. I know that he came after Herodotus, which was kind of in the mid 400s BC. So anyway, I like stuff like this because I'm gonna tell myself a little bit, and be a nerd for you guys. I enjoy military history stuff, and especially the maps and things, mostly because it gives me good kind of ideas for gaming, tabletop gaming. So things like D&D and stuff like that. Kind of it's always an inspiration for that kind of stuff. I know there's a lot of people that are really into kind of military history just in general, World War II and all this stuff. I tend to like kind of prior, the older stuff, just because it kind of fits in with the types of games I like to play and run and stuff like that. And so anyway, this thing is sweet, and at half off, it was just a no-brainer. So there it is. There you have it. It's a great edition. I think it looks awesome. It makes my Herodotus look, a little bit plain next to it, but that's all right. That's all right. So anyway, that's that, and now I'm gonna pop open my second box, which has a couple other limited editions from Folio that I'm excited about. So give me 1 second. All right, check this out. This box is enormous, and it's got 2 volumes in it, both of which I'm very excited about. So it's got, well, you already know what's in here. If you saw the title of the video, then you already know what's coming, guys. But it's the limited edition Beowulf that Folio put out, and it's the Moonstone. So let's see here. Let's see which one's first. Which one should we talk about first? All right, let's get it. All this nice packaging. Wow, my books were packed by Hermione. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great name. Okay, Moonstone's gonna be first, guys. And by the way, I can already see the box for Beowulf up underneath, and it's even bigger. It's even larger than Moonstone. So let's see. Let me move this out of the way. This is the logistical challenge of giant boxes. Okay, so Moonstone. Looks like I got number 418. It's exciting. So I've not read Moonstone, but I'm interested. I'm excited to read it, and I've been looking at this basically since it came out. Obviously, I held off. I mean, it wasn't something I was like so excited about that I had to have immediately. But I did over the last, kind of, I don't remember when it first came out, months ago, year ago, I don't know. Hasn't been too crazy long, but definitely have kind of kept my eye on it. And my understanding is that it's kind of the, one of, if not the, sort of first, like mystery, like British mystery novel, something like that. Let's see here, by Wilkie Collins, The Moonstone. I can tell you, it feels small after holding Peloponnesian War, but it feels good. This slipcase has got it's a great quality slipcase. And the leather on the spine here, it's quarter bound in leather, that feels great. The gilding on the top is not nearly as bright and shiny as on Peloponnesian War, but that's all right. It still looks good. I love this. I love the picture on the front. So these are like cloth boards with printed artwork that's just so evocative. Like, don't you just feel like you're riding on that horse-drawn carriage up to a house, a big haunted house-looking thing out in the woods with this creepy tree. It's so great. A little note about leather. The end pages, kind of shiny. Nothing too fancy, nothing too wild, but they look, they look good. Okay, tipped in signature page. Folio seems to like these tipped in signature pages. So it looks like 750 numbered copies of this one. So let's see, the paper, it feels nice. It's like, I think, pretty standard. I don't think the paper in this thing is anything crazy, anything to write home about. The Moonstone, a romance. All right, yeah, I'm really interested to read this and check it out. I wonder what year this was written. Let's see, 1927. It was written in 1927, so there you go. The first, longest, and best of modern English detective novels. A genre invented by Collins, and that's something T.S. Eliot famously said, according to this introduction. So there you go, there's some info about it. And the pictures just look so fun. They look so cool. Who doesn't love a good mystery, a good detective novel? So I don't know what the I'm curious if, like, what's in here is like going to be cliche to me now, right? Because it's like, okay, if this was pretty early on, have a bunch of the sort of detective novels and things that I've read now, sort of taken from this. And I don't know. We'll see. I don't know the answer to that. I have to wait and find out. But this is great. It feels really nice in the hand. It's got a great quality, and again, I mean, at half off, 50% off, it was just I couldn't pass it up. I couldn't pass it up any longer. So there you go. It's kind of a cool. It's like a guy. It's like the silhouette of a guy holding a candle. It's very cool. Love it. So excited to read that. All right, and one more. Here we go. Here's the last one. It is a big boy. Goodness gracious. Yeah, look at this box. Crazy. All right, let's see here. So this is This is Beowulf. This is the LE Beowulf. And, you know, I gotta say, when I first saw it, I wasn't like, you know, it just didn't like, I don't know, it didn't blow me away. Like I don't know, the yellow maybe. I just wasn't a big fan of the yellow, you know. It's grown on me over time. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk about how, oh, in person, you know, they like it a lot more than the pictures and whatnot. You know, and again, at 50% off, it's like, I don't know, it feels like a safe bet, right? It's like, okay, if you get it and you hate it, it was 50% off. I mean, you're pretty likely to be able to get that, you know, to get the value back out of it, you know, if you need to. I hope I don't. I hope I love this thing, but I don't know. We'll see. I am cautiously optimistic. It is massive. It's huge. All right, let's get these boxes out of the way. Let's see. I don't think this is anything. This is just paper. That's just paper. We don't need that. Yeah, this thing it's a chunky thing. It's a chunky boy. I'm hoping it's gonna look awesome on my shelf right next to my big, oversized The Wanderer. Well, and my other Beowulf editions, frankly. Which I'll have to grab. Ooh, yeah. So this one's in a clamshell case, so it's not just a normal slipcase. It's like a fully enclosed clamshell. The front of this looks so awesome. It really does. I love like the reindeer, you know, and the font there. It really does look cool. Kind of blocky, and I don't know. It just suits it. It just suits it. Let's see. Okay, and you can see on the spine, and it's in this dark blue, and then you get just like the darker blue for the Beowulf, and then I guess this is Grendel and the dragon, of course. Let's get this stuff out of here. All right, let's pop open this clamshell case and see what we have. Oh yeah. So the yellow is not like as garish, perhaps that's the word, as it appears on, you know, in some of the photographs of it. I will tell you, the blue and the yellow actually look quite nice together. It does look nice. The leather feels nice as well. And I do really like the blue. The yellow just really complements the blue foiling here on the cover and on the spine. So this is the Seamus Haney translation, which is the same. It's you know, a lot of people sort of regard this as the preferred translation, and it's what the previous, maybe 2010, I want to say, Beowulf. I think it was 2010. I'll pull it down and look. This thing is just absolutely massive. Yeah, look at that. So cool. Okay, and again with the tipped in, you know, Folio and their tipped in signature pages. Man, but the art looks so cool. Again, the art was something that at first it sort of had to grow on me. It was almost an acquired taste. I love this guy on the front though. Look at that. It's so cool. I mean, that's got to be Beowulf himself, right? That looks like a warrior king to me. And the paper in here is very thick, very nice. It's more than the average sort of Folio Society paper, I'll say, even in some of the limited editions that I've seen. So it's introduced by Janina Ramirez, illustrated by Clive Hicks Jenkins. Folio Society 2023. Yeah, this is so cool. And similar to the other edition too, this one's got the Old English on one page, and then facing it you get the English, the modern translation. Let's see if I can find another. Let's see. Well, I could do a. Let's see. I could do a close-up or something to show you guys. I'm trying to find just lots of notes in here. You know, I mean, Beowulf's not necessarily a super long, you know, volume. It's not a super long text. So there's lots of notes on the translation, and you know, you got every now and then you get the pages like this that are just sort of like these full-page art spreads. Yeah, that's great. Ooh, I think I just saw one of the dragon in here. Yeah, but it was like on one of the pages with the text. one's cool. That's a cool drawing. So there you go. You can see that, and you can see the text, the facing pages. Obviously, you've got massive margins in here. I mean, the book's huge, right? So there's lots of room for margins and space and to spread out. You know, and it's really kind of nice actually to read. Like, it's not. I could see it maybe getting cumbersome, you know, if you're like sitting there holding this thing up, you know, for hours on end or something. But, you know, to kind of pop in and kind of enjoy, you know, 10, 15 minutes of Beowulf, I could definitely see it being fine to hold. Of course, you could always set it down or use some sort of, you know, little, I don't know what it's called, something that could kind of hold a book open without totally cracking the spine or something on you. But yeah, it's got a gravitas. It's got a gravitas to it that, you know, I think Beowulf deserves. You know, and just, yeah, the foiling on the front's so nice. It looks like there's blue and gold basically. I thought I saw silver for a second, but it was just a kind of a trick of the light, I think. Give me a second. Let me grab the other edition. Here you go. So here's the 2010, I think, edition, okay, to compare. And by the way, I love this one. I absolutely love this edition. So, you know, check it out. Look at that. The size is just not even comparable. Not even comparable. This one's huge. You know, and I've got to say, if you can find this one for, I don't know, what do these go for? Maybe $300 or something like that? $250? I don't remember. At that price point, this one is just fantastic, phenomenal. It's awesome. I mean, it's got nice thick paper. It's got the facing translation. It feels so awesome. I love this material. It's quarter-bound leather, so it's not full leather. You know, this one compared to this at I don't know, what was the normal price? $1,000 or something. It's you know, I don't. For me personally, you know, I would go with this guy all day long. You know, when you start getting to, you know, closer to that $500 for this guy, you know, now we're kind of more in the ballpark. I mean, that seems more reasonable. You know, for me, okay? I mean, there's, you know, obviously everybody's gonna have their own opinion, and some people, you know, a lot of people have bought this at full price and they're totally happy with it, and I think that's great. That's fantastic. I'm not at all saying that that's a bad decision on their part. That's just for me personally. You know, this one did not really have a draw for me until the 50% off sale. So this one's awesome. But I mean, can you ever have too many editions of Beowulf? I don't think so. I don't think you can. And I will say the cover and the binding on this one are superior. I mean, they're superior to this guy. This guy's awesome. Much love, very much love to this. But this, I mean, it's superior. I think I can objectively say that. You know, there's always going to be people that don't like the yellow or don't like this art style. I mean, that's fair. Everybody can. You get your own opinion. And I was right there with you. I will say, I'll tell you, the gold or the yellow does not feel as you know, sort of jarring and I don't know, mustardy and ugly as it appeared in some of the photographs I've seen. So, you know, let's see. Oh, I was going to compare it right here with the Wanderer, which the Wanderer is phenomenal. Love this book. And it looks like it's pretty dang close. So Beowulf is a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, and a little bit deeper, but not much. Like pretty close, actually. So there you go. So these two they're gonna look so nice next to each other, just hanging out right next to each other, hanging out on the shelf. You know, and the as far as quality goes, you know, again, I would say the Beowulf, it surpasses the quality of, you know, the boards, because this is, you know, this is only quarter-bound leather, and then it's got these paper boards, which, I mean, let's be honest, that is an awesome picture. That looks sick. Okay, it does. You know, but if this was in leather like that, with this in like a foiling instead of just printed on, you know, the paper, oh, ooh, take notes, Folio Society. That would be superb. Paper, the paper in the Wanderer, similar, a little bit. I think it's a little bit thinner though. Might be the same actually. Might be pretty close. Might be the same paper. Yeah. So all right. So that's that. And then I guess it looks like maybe there's a print or something in here, in the clamshell case. Oh, that's kind of cool. There you go. Little print. Let's see. Do I like it? I do like it. I do like it actually. You got a dragon. You got a knight riding on a horse. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's cool. I've got other Folio Society books that came with prints, and it's kind of meh, you know. I think this is probably one of the better ones for sure. It's still probably not like there's some stylistic things that I would prefer to be a little different, you know, kind of. For some reason, I mean, this may be weird. Maybe it's not even right, but there's something that feels very like, I don't know, like Dios de los Muertos, kind of stylistically to me here, that just kind of doesn't work. But not on the whole thing, just on kind of some parts of it. I don't know. But the dragon and the knight are cool, like that. All right, so there you go. I'm not, you know, I don't think I've got much else to talk about. I've got 3 new limited editions from Folio Society. So I'm super excited about that, and just wanted to share it with you guys. I've got too many books piled up here on the desk. So let's see if I can get all 3 of those. There you go. And they're all unique. They're all cool in their own way, and I think it's great. And at 50% off. I mean, come on. All right, there you have it, guys. I hope all of you are having a great 2025 so far. Hope you're all, you know, happy and healthy and finding books that you love and getting excited about. And yeah, that's it. So I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.